You did well today. The Germans must be wearing thin, sending bomber after bomber into our sector with no escorts. We might win this thing yet. Did you see it? Did you see it? I could barely contain myself. I watched your first burst, right into the glass nose. That whole crew was there. You just ripped them apart. Pickett looked at me. Does that excite you? But they're the enemy, sir. They're just kids. Maybe they were on their first mission too, just like you. I don't know how you can enjoy watching them get ripped apart. But they were about to blow our entire airfield. They'd have no qualms about watching their bombs blow up half our men on the ground. How do you know that? They're not animals. They're just like you and me. Just doing their job. They can't be enjoying it, but then, looking at you, I can't help to think. Pickett didn't finish the sentence and turned away. I looked around at all the unfamiliar faces. I no longer felt any joy. I walked away from the cheering group with a sour taste in my mouth. Surely this isn't what victory feels like. I reached out and touched the wing. Rocked the aileron. This was mine. This big heavy fighter, bristling with machine guns, was entrusted to me. I was just 19 years old, never even learnt to drive, and there I was, going into battle in a giant modern instrument of death. It was right here, in front of me. It seemed completely unreal. Williams and Pickett were nearby, telling some tales which I couldn't quite hear. Pickett saw me looking over, and then turned to address me. I've seen people do a lot worse on their first combat sortie. Even the chaps with 1,000 hours in fighters. It'll all just keep getting easier from here. Thank you, sir. Anyway, Pickett continued, just fly the planes and don't let the posh bastards get you down. They may have their sports cars and manor houses and their yachts, but in the air the only thing that matters is how good you are. The Hun won't care if you're an earl or a farm boy. At that moment, the alarm bell sounded once more. We both jumped. Jerry Bombers coming for that convoy, the radio crackled. Come on, get up there.
Sorry, sir.
Tally, there they are. Stukas, okay. Let's try and get ahead of them. Come on this side of the flight. Keeping an eye out for any fighters. Following my wingman here. Right, we're below the lead element now. I'm going to pop up and try and hit the lead flight. Stay down a bit lower. Stay down, stay down. Just turn just at an annoying time. Terrible attack, got him streaming though, got out of trouble, not too bad. Alright, let's try and... maybe we can come on for one of these tail ones. The Stuka breaking off here. He's put his siren on. Ship's been hit. The ship's been hit. Okay, here's one of the Stukas trying to get home. Let's go down, get away from his gunner. Pop up again. I think he's in trouble. His engine looks like to be packed up. And I got some fire from over here. Is there another bomber making his way home? More Stukas! Right, they're all scattered and heading home to France. Well, diving to gain on him now. We'll pop up. Beautiful. Didn't even know we were there. I don't think he's making it back to France. or whether maybe we should make sure. One thing I don't want to do is get in the way of the sting of the tail. It'll ruin my day pretty quickly. Alright, we'll come down low again. We'll do an S to try and bleed off some speed and get into position behind him. He looks pretty low himself. Oh, I think he's going in, is he? Yeah, his engine's gone. His engine's gone. He's in. I did hear the tear of some fabric as the rear gunner did get a last shot away. The commander's telling me to get closer. He can't see me. Well, that's because I'm on my own commander in the middle of the channel. I think that's been a good day. The Stukas, they damaged the shipping, but we got a few of them in return. So I'm going to start heading back to the southern coast now. Hope to form up with the rest of the flight and make it back to base. As the wheels touched down on the grass, I released the breath I didn't realise I was holding. I was breathing heavy, my second combat sortie of the day, and it was not yet noon. Reporting back, I was awarded 1.5 Ju-87 kills, and shared damage on a third. This to go with my Dornier kill earlier this morning. As I walked out of the command hut, Pickett came up to me and quietly but firmly said, "You must stay with the flight. Don't get disorientated and find yourself on your own. If there had been an escort, you may not be here now. Stick to my tail and you'll be fine. Get some rest, get some scran, and I'll see you in a bit."